Hello friends, in my last video I have shown how PC belongs to different VLAN can communicate by the help of inter-VLAN routing using router on a stick. Today I will show how PC belongs to different network in different routers can communicate with one another. So let's start. For this I have taken my first router, then my second router, then I've taken switch, then next switch, then for this PC one switch, another switch, and again the PCs. Let's say two subnetwork are connected to the switch. Similarly for the switch one also, and for the switch 3. Here I am taking the same configuration just like in my last video where PC belong to this VLANs communicate. So here inter-VLAN works, and here is another inter-VLAN. So I will make these two communicate through router to router communication. And I need console for this router, then switch, this switch console, this router console, this switch console, and this again switch console. Now let's connect our media. This PC connected by fast Ethernet to the switch 0. Similarly PC1 to this switch 0, and my PC2 connected to switch 1, this also, fine. And similarly here also, let's connect this one to this switch, and this fast Ethernet to the switch 2. Likewise by fast Ethernet to the switch number 3, then fast Ethernet to the switch number 3. Now I will connect these two switches by crossover fast Ethernet. These two also. Now this switch 0 to router 0, and this switch 2 to router 1. I have to connect them by fast Ethernet to the router. Similarly, by fast Ethernet to the router. Now I have to, for a communication between router to router, we need serial port. So we have to insert card which can support serial port. So I am taking this card. Similarly, this card will have two serial port. Now I will connect these two routers. Okay, now console RS232 to console port of the router. Similarly, RS232 to the switch 0 console port. For this also, console from this RS232 to the second router, and to my switch 2 console, and my PC 13 to the switch console. Fine. Now let me arrange it somewhat fitable, like now. What I will assume that this PC belong to the network ID 192.168.1.0/26. So /26 means it will give us 64 IP addresses. Broadcast IP is 192.168.1.63, and this second PC, the network ID I am taking here is network ID 192.168.1.64/26. Broadcast IP will be 192.168.1.2127. Correct. Then for this PC, network ID 192.168.1.128/26, and broadcast IP 192.168.1.191 and for PC3 network ID 192.168.1.192/26 broadcast IP 192.168.1.255 and for my PC belonging to different router this PC4 taking network ID 92.168.1. Not now it will be 2.0/26 broadcast IP 192.168.2.63 and for PC5 ID 192.168.2.64/26 broadcast IP 192.168.2.127 for PC6 network ID 192.168.2.128/26 broadcast IP 192.168.2.191 and my for PC7 network ID 192.168.2.192/26 broadcast IP 192.168.2.255 and here I'm taking the IPS 192.168.1.10 gateway will be 192.168.1.1 and subnet marks 255.255.255.192 for the second PC IP will be 192.168.1. For simplicity I am taking the same IP just as my last video gateway 192.168.1.65 subnet marks 192.168.1. No, sorry. So subnet marks is 255.255.255.192 and for this PC IP 192.168.1.130. Let's take 140 and gateway 192.168.1.129 subnet marks 255.255.255.192 And for this IP 192.168.1.200 gateway 192.168.1.193 and subnet marks 255.255.255.192. We will put it here like this. Fine. For this PC, we bring it here, and yes. Similarly, for this also, okay. For this PC4 IP will be 192.168.2.10 for simplicity purpose. Gateway 192.168.2.1 and subnet marks 255.255.255.192. For PC5 we say 192.168.2.70 gateway 192.168.2.65 and my subnet marks will be 255.255.255.192. For PC6 IP 192.168.2.140 gateway 192.168.2.189 subnet marks 255.255.255.192 and for the PC7 IP 192.168.2.200 gateway 192.168.2.193 subnet marks 255.255.255.192. So, and just like yesterday also, I will assume this switch, this port will be belongs to vlan 10 and this port belongs to vlan 20. Similarly, this belong to vlan 30 and this belong to vlan 40. VLAN 30, this belongs to VLAN 40, VLAN 10, VLAN 20. Let me bring this PC0 in the screen or in the screen. PC0. Okay, fine. Okay, so here let me configure the gateway. PC0 is 192.168.1.1 and my IP address is 192.168.1.10. That marks is 192. Now for PC1, let me get another one more. Same here, PC1. Then, okay, so for the PC1, default gateway shall be 192.168.1.1. What is the 127? 127. No, sorry, it's 1.65. 1.65 and the IP address 192.168.1.70. Mark is 192. C0. Okay. Now for PC2, the picture. So PC2 default gateway is 192.168.1.129 and IP address 192.168.1.140. That marks 192. and PC3. PC3. Here it's okay. Now then PC3, the default gateway is 192.168.1.193. IP address 192.168.1.200 marks 192. Similarly, we will set the IP configuration for this section again. So PC4, okay. So for the PC4, default gateway will be 192.168.2.1. IP address for simplicity purpose 192.168.2.10.192. Next PC5, PC5, then understand. Okay. The IP address for PC5 default gateway is 192.168.2.65 and IP address 192.168.2.70.192. Next PC6. Number 6. its gateway for PC6 is 192.168.2.140. Not it's 129. Sorry, 129 IP address 192.168.2.140. That marks 192. Lastly, PC7. PC7. Okay. The default gateway for PC7 is 192.168.2.193. IP address 192.168.2.200. Second marks 192. So till now I have set all the IP addresses. Now I will set the before this I have to classify the VLAN for this also. This side of the router, this switch, let's say it's also belongs to VLAN 10. VLAN 20. Here VLAN 30 and this VLAN 40. Here this VLAN 10 in this router is different from the VLAN 10 in this router side because both of them are belongs to different network group. Fine. So for the console, F801, F802, F803, and my F804. So let's move on to the configuration of the switch. Enabling configuring mode. My first VLAN 10. Name of the VLAN, let's say VLAN 10 self. access vlan 20. Now vlan 20 exit. Vlan 30. Now this 30 exit. Vlan 40. Exit. Now I have created 4 vlan. Let's see. Here I have created vlan 10, 20, 30, 40. Now I have to assign this vlan to the respective ports. Surface FA 0/1 dot node access dot access vlan 10 exit 202 node access vlan 20 FA 03 dot node trunk dot trunk allowed vlan. I'm allowing from 10 to 40. Then FA04, which is the port connecting between the switch and the router. This also should be trunk port. Now let's configure for this network. Okay. So for this console for the switch, similarly here we will also create vlan first, vlan 10, now vlan 10, vlan 20, vlan 20, vlan 30, vlan 40. Okay, then my this interface int interface of a 0/1 to support more access for access vlan 10 02 to support more access vlan 20 503. This should be the port connecting the two switches in the second router. So it should be a trunk port, or trunk. Port trunk allowed VLAN, allowing VLAN from 10 to 40. Similarly, F804, this is the port connecting the switch and the router. This is also a trunk port, allowing VLAN 10 to 40. Exit, exit. Here we can check our configuration here. So VLAN brief, VLAN 10, 20, 30, 40 for VLAN created. 10, 20 are assigned to F801, 02, and the interface trunk. My F803 trunk port. Now I have created VLAN in the switch, this switch and this switch I have created. Now I have to create the same in this switch and the second switch in the second router, PC10. Similarly here, on 50, create the VLAN first, VLAN 30, now VLAN 30, then VLAN 40, exit, and interface okay 0/1 should support more access, should support access VLAN 30, exit 02 for more access, and the VLAN 40, exit Here FA03, this is again port connecting the two switches. So it should be a trunk port or more trunk, port trunk, allowed vlan 10 to 40 mm allowing. So I have configured for this switch also. Now I have to configure for the second switch in the second router PC13. Okay, here also enable config T. We have to create the VLAN first. VLAN 30 name, VLAN 30, VLAN 40, exit, FS, FA 0/1, export more access, export access VLAN 10, no sorry, VLAN 30, FA02, switch port mode access, VLAN 40, exit, FA03, this port connect the two switches. So port mode trunk, switch port trunk, allowed VLAN 10 to 40, exit, exit. So VLAN created assigned to the port trunk 0/3 trunk port. So switch part I have configured. Now I have to configure for the router part. This port is FA 0/0 PC8. Okay. Global config D. Now I have to create logical sub interfaces for the router port as 0.10 encapsulation dot vlan 10. Its IP address 192.168.1.1.255.255.192 20 encapsulation vlan number 20 IP address 65 30 encapsulation vlan number 30 IP address 129 40 vlan number 40 IP address 193. Okay, now I have to activate this interface. Similarly, for this router PC11, this FA0/0 PC11, okay, enable config T. Here also I have to logically divide into 4 sub interfaces where 0/0.10 encapsulation dot number 10 IP address 192.168.2.1 255.255.255.192. That's it. 20 encapsulation vlan number 20 is IP address 2.65 30 then number 30 is IP address 29, 40, encapsulation, VLAN number 40, IP address should be 193, exit, press, okay, 0/0, no shutdown. So since I have configured this router, this switch, so this is basically a inter-VLAN routing. Similarly, this part is also a inter-VLAN routing. So let's see whether can we ping from this PC to this PC, this PC. We have to check whether our inter-VLAN is working or not. So first PC1 IP 1.70, let's ping from PC0. From 92.168.1.70. Pinging, right? And let's check our next PC, which is belong to VLAN number 30, PC 1.140. Similarly, for VLAN 40, 200. So it means our inter-VLAN routing is working. Similarly, we have to check for this portion is the inter-VLAN routing is working or not. Let's ping from PC4 to PC5, PC6, PC7. PC11. ping 192.168.2.70. Not pinging. There may be some issue will be there, but then first let's see whether the gateway is pinging or not. Gateway for VLAN number 20 on second router is 65. Means even gateway is still not, gateway itself is not pinging. Wait, I have done a mistake. I have not a ping from PC 11. I have to ping from PC 4. PC 4. So from PC 4, ping 192.168.2.70. It's pinging. Next 140. Then 200. So my inter-VLAN routing is also working for this second router also. Now I will see whether I can ping from this PC in the router, in the first router, to any of the PC in the second router. So for example, I will try to ping this 2.10 from PC 0. ping 2.10, it says destination host unreachable. So similarly for 2-2.70, this will also say destination host unreachable. 140, same thing, and 200. It means from router 1 to router 2 there is no communication between them. So for the communication to happen between these two router, we have to route the traffic in this serial port. So let's say this serial port SC030 has its gateway is 192.168.3.1, and here 192.168.3.2, and it should be /30. Similarly /30, here /30, it will means we have total 4 IP addresses. I will write the network ID listen 192.168.3.0/30 broadcast IP 192.168.3.3. Not this. It's separate marks as the 255.255.255.252. So 256 minus 252, it will give us 4 IP address. So in the 4, so the 4 IP addresses will have the first IP address is assigned for a network ID 3.0, then 3.1 will be its IP address, 3.2 will be its IP address gateway, and the 3.3 will be the broadcast. And similarly, here also network ID 192.168.3.0/30 broadcast IP 192.168.3.3. Subject marks 255.255.255.252. And so let's configure first this port PC8. So my PC8 is active. So first enable config t, then interface sc 0/3/0, its IP address 192.168.3.1, 255.255.255.252. IP route from the first router. I'm routing my traffic to the second router. Second router IP should be, destination IP should be 192.168.2.0.255.255.255.0. Here I am not putting 192 because if I put 192, it will means that one particular network ID is subdivided into 4 sub network, and if I write 255.0, it means combining all those 4 sub network into a one network. Wait, a bit social. And after this I have to my next nearest hub 192.168.3.2. Okay, 0/3/0, no shutdown. Similarly, for the router 2, we have to make the configuration again. PC11 level 50 fsc 0/3/0 IP address 192.168.3.255.255.255.252 IP route. So from the second router I will route the traffic to the first router, and it will have a combined network ID of 192.168.1.0 255.255.255.0, and the nearest hub 192.168.3.1. See 0/3/0 no shutdown. Now we can also see our show interface brief for configuration. So IP interface brief. Here our serial port 030. I've assigned the IP 3.2 and the show IP route. So when I say 192.168.1.0/24, which is nothing but the subnet marks 255.255.255.0. Okay, so it will be a one whole network ID, and when it will become /26, this whole network will be logically divided into 4 sub network. So similarly, like this 2.0, initially it was a whole network ID having total of 256 IP address. Then this subdivided into 4 sub network having 64 IP address 2.0/26, then 2.64/26, likewise 2.128 and 2.192/26. And so since I have route my IP to the respective router, let's see whether the PC from one router can communicate to PC in another router. So again, from PC1 we will ping okay. So PC1, so ping 192.168.2.10 is pinging now. Similarly 2.70, this also pinging 2.140, pinging, and 2.200. So by using the proper configuration in both the routers, a PC in one router can communicate with another PC in another router, or you can say computer in a one network ID can communicate with another PC in another network ID by the use of routers. So we can also check the simulation for this also. PC9 from PC0 itself. So now let's check the simulation how it is behaving. Let's see. So from one router to another router, now we can communicate. So the packet reaches our destination PC. Now this destination PC will again acknowledge to the initiating PC. Now the packet has successfully reached our destination and initial bot. So here again PC belonging to different network, each having inter-VLAN routing, can communicate with another network having a different inter-VLAN routing with the use of routers. So thank you.